help me? Kind wayfarers, gold-packed knights. The hell? I'll find Ranga for you. You will? Oh, gods bless you. Here, I'll give you coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of... Well, I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Slight positive. Anslog's compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. She sets a hand on her stomach, smiling through her tears. Varney. Well, you know, if I have the opportunity to help a pregnant woman in distress, I do what I can. Alright. So, what have we got? We've got Fragments of a Scattered Faith. We've got A Mother's Plea. Travel to Anslog's Compass, which is south also, right? Okay. So, everything I'm doing is going south. This is south. The Smith's shipment is south. I think. Yeah, southeast. So, basically south, south, south. So, a bunch of the souths. Soulless they are. Yep. Okay, the other thing I wanted to check was this temple. I wanted to check this too. Thank you for the follow, Shojimbo. Thank you very much for the follow, Shojimbo. Welcome to the Arvanauts. Pleasure. Alright, so I think I'm going to head down and check out this temple, the ruined temple, and then I'm going to go south, and I'm going to take care of her, you know, trying to find the midwife. I'm going to try to find the smithy stuff, and then I'll be able to advance the main plot as well. If all goes well. Yeah, no regrets on that other thing. I feel like they didn't act... They acted sketchily, so... Whoa.
Let's keep quiet.
What's going on? Wharton. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, thanks, Apples, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. He casts a quick look through towards the doorway to his left. This place is not so empty as I thought. He angles a look up at Ader. Paying your respects, saith Thasian. A little risky, isn't it? Like what the townsfolk would say. Safer down here than up there, even with the rats as big as they are. This temple isn't what it used to be. It's probably for the best, times being as they are. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. I'm not one of his types either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. Maybe you'd have better luck. Better luck with what? These ruins around us? Used to be a temple of Aethys, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers had come from all over the Deerwood, from Reed Saras even. Not so much from Reed Saras these days. Until the war, of course. Even then you'd get some of the stubborn ones. The ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Lord Raedric allowed them to worship? Lord Raedric would clear out the place from time to time, make arrests. It wasn't until the legacy that he started, losing patience. He sent his guards in to put the priest to the sword, bring the place down, burn some of the books. That was that. What's this legacy? Didn't the magistrate tell you? Deerwood's being punished for killing Aethys, or for not killing his followers too, depending on which idiots you believe. What's up, Artemis? Sneak stab giblets! Either case, you don't see too many children around here born right. They come out and they don't cry and they don't look at their mothers. Got no soul in them to give them a personality. They just breathe. As the man says, the thinking is it's wide when having a last laugh. Strikes me as a little petty even for a dead god. But Lord Raedric believes it. It's all that matters. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Rhetoric decided he'd been too lenient on the Eothasians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. After that, Rhetoric ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that up until recently. Lord Rhetoric hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven. And the legacy will end, see? But until then, the temple is as you see it. Unguarded. Nice, Bertimus. Well, good, man. That's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down in their god's house. Doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. It's no small task. There's coin in it for you if you need motivating. A pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here? Well, I meant to be in and out nice and quick. I'm not hurting anyone, it's just Lord Rhetoric's forbidden anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause, though, isn't it? You could make some coin in the process. Some questions first. Who are you, anyway? Name's Wharton. I've lived in Gilded Vale long enough to remember how grand it used to be. I used to hemp the temple sometimes. Bring supplies, that's all. I'm not going to ask any of those things. I'll find them. And by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. Of course, they're never on the upper floor. They'll be there still if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers. Switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out. And take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Okay. Well, well. I was like, I'll just check out the temple. Nope. Side quest. The only thing that I think this sounds good as far as it goes, and it sounds like his idea is credible. I'm going to be a little bit annoyed if it turns out that he's actually just, again, BSing me, and it turns out he's just like, haha, you fool, you did exactly what I wanted you. You know, like, if he does that, I'm going to be like, really? Really? Is that how this goes, really? So I'm hoping that's not what we're going to get here.
Easy now.
Rising Sun and the Three Dawn Stars, the Simple of Eothas. Oh, Will-o'-the-Wisp, huh?
Yes?
Oh, crap, he's out of spells. Well, snap. Let's do this.
How may I help?
Back off. Okay. Whoa!
Hmm? Charge!
Damn, son. Oh, he's confused? Oh, lovely.
Hey. Hey. Hmm? I'm here.
Oh, God.
Onward!
Ow, ow, ow. Okay, good. It's one down.
Leave it to me! Hey.
I don't think I'm going to be able to knock down this will-o-wisp, but...
You're not getting through me.
Woo! That was a little dicey. Yeah, I know. That happens to me all the time as well. Divinity, it's a little early for me to make the call because I played Divinity for longer. Spirit Residue. Faint Ethereal Wisp of Soul Energy may manifest. But, I mean, so far I would say that I'm enjoying this a little bit more. I mean, I think the combat's a little smoother, although... Endurance is not great. Yeah, it was close. Yeah, it was. So, I like the combat system a little bit better in here. Although I do generally prefer turn-based. But there's problems. The only problem I have with Divinity is I do get annoyed with Divinity's sort of targeting setup where it's not always clear who or what you're targeting. And I frankly like the writing in this a little better as well. This time of hardship, let's just have as much faith in ourselves. Must have just as much faith in ourselves.
Laying low.
Just looking around to make sure I'm not missing anything. So yeah, yes. I would say that I prefer this a little bit, although again, it's kind of close though. I mean, like, it is faster paced than the Divinity, yeah. And I've been enjoying Divinity a lot. I mean, one big thing Divinity has going for it over this is that Divinity is co-op. And this is not co-op. Resolutely not co-op, which is too bad. I remember I was reading on the forums, someone was just like, oh, well, that's fine because the Infinity Engine games are really terrible co-op. I'm like, what? I'm like, gee, you could have fooled me and the 6 other guys that played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 with me and are playing Icewind Dale with me. I think we're having a fine old time. Yeah, I love co-op myself, so. Alright, so that Will-o-the-Wisp was nasty. I don't know. I probably should give him a rest. What did you have? Got 2 wounding shots. You still got the resting bonus.
Indeed. Yes? Hmm?
Oh.
Yes?
I can only use that in combat? Really? Well, actually, then I should definitely use it. Alright. Be a foom picnic. Alright, I'm not 100% sure because the wizard is kind of in rough shape. So... I don't know. Those Will-o-the-Wisps might be an issue if I run into more of them, but...
Of course.
Let's see what we got. Let's also take it easy. Laying low. I would love to have a rogue here. Nice.
Hey.
Oh. Didn't even get a chance.
I shall.
Alright, that was a lot easier. Oh, we got another one.
Hey. Perhaps a little rest is in order.
Ow, my wolf!
Hey.
Knocked down.
Hey.
Attack!
There we go. There we go, my poor wolf. Hey, what's up, Sniper? Good to see you, man. Alright.
I shall. Indeed.
Guess who's back? Back again. Pile of furniture is branded with scorch marks. Okay. That was alright. Jasper. Alright, what's this letter home? Mother, I have asked Brother Edric to carry this letter to you, for he travels to New Haemar come morning. With him goes what coin I have, and I hope it will ease the surprise of an unexpected homecoming, for I mean to follow in a few days' time. Our village is much changed, and though I do not wish for you to worry, I do not feel it is safe to remain. I know Rectrix Obrica will not approve, but letter trails off here. Yeah, probably because that was when the guards came in and killed her. Whoever sat here left in a hurry. Ink is dripped across the scroll, obscuring its contents. Yep.
Let's keep quiet.
They said lots of secrets around here, so... Ah, see? Yeah! That's right. That's right. Look at Mr. Secret Finder, huh? Oh, yeah. Ooh,
Of course.
This dungeon's got a secret. Ooh, this temple's got a secret. Oh, what the hell is that? Alright, hold on a second, people.
Yes?
You go forward.
Indeed.
There's another one over there.
I'm here.
Nice. Nice. Who cares what it is? Kill it! That's a Skulder whelp.
Yes? I shall.
These collapsed stones are pocked with burrows and narrow crevices. Claw marks and dung mark the passage of beasts. Yep, that was really not a big deal.
Laying low.
Why do I not... Oh, okay. There's like an archway over that way.
Try it again, you caitiffs!
Right. Let's reload that. I need a rogue. I really need a rogue. Oh, man. I really do
Indeed.
need a rogue. Need me a rogue. Alright.
Hey.
All right, then. I'll see what I can find.
That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage, but that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen when I don't have a rogue with me. hang on a second. Torque of the Falcon's Eyes. +2 perception. Amulets are most often gems, medallions, or other items worn around the neck. While some serve a purely ornamental purpose, many are imbued with charms and spells to aid the wearer. Torques are stiff rings worn around the neck. Like amulets, they often have magical properties. Interesting. Oh, and also... increase my perception. Definitely Gessariot. Rogues are underappreciated. They're always underappreciated, actually. Okay. Wait, there was other stuff. What was the other stuff that I had in there? This thing. Scroll of Minnaletta's minor missiles. That sounds like a job for Aelith. Okay.
I'm here.
Okay. Such hail, O might, Dragon Spear? Don't you mean mighty? The hell is that? Oh, it's a Skulder.
Laying low.
I'm here. I shall.
Hey.
Wait.
Indeed. Hmm?
No. God damn it. Everyone form up. There we go.
Yes?
Okay.
I shall. I'm here.
Oh my god. Oh god. Not gonna end well. Okay.
Hey. Hey.
Hmm?
Crap!
Hi?
This is not going well. Okay, now.
Hi?
There we go.
Would do me good.
Woo! My spell checking, exactly. That was pretty close. Okay, I'm gonna have to rest now. I pushed it about as far as I can get it. Skulder Ear. Okay, that's super useful, I'm sure. Whoa, ghost?
I'm here.
A haze fills the air, coalescing steadily into a blur of dust and mist. It gathers into the outline of what appears to be a dwarf, a shimmering echo that fades in and out of sight. But stronger than sight is the sense within you of a powerful energy. It roils and seethes with a grief that seems to spill into your own thoughts, tainting them until the sorrow is your own. Like a crashing wave, the energy surges towards and into you, and suddenly you are elsewhere. Before you is a brightly lit stone corridor lined with torches and gleaming crystals. You're running, your footsteps echoing off the stone around you. You forgot to tie your sandals, and they're slipping from your feet, fouling your steps. You're late. Again. The right's going to begin without you. You hear the tolling of a bell, and your spirits lift as you recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, representing the first of the dawn stars to appear in the night sky and last to fade in the dawn light. You pray fiercely that this is the first of the chimes and not the last. The lights fade, as does the memory, and when your eyes clear, the spirit is gone. Okay, I've seen some manner of spirit within the temple, or a memory at least. I recalled an Athosian rite involving the ringing of bells. The first and last of these tolls is that of the right hand, which has a distinctive warped tone to it. Okay, so that's going to obviously become important later on.
Yes, indeed.
Powerful odor of spices rises from one of these dishes. Vibrant dyes and grain seeds fill the others.
I?
Indeed.
How may I help?
Indeed.
Is there a reason you can't move?
I?
Indeed.
I?
The hell is this? I mean, I had to rest anyway, but... This better... I hope that doesn't get stuck, because that's going to suck otherwise.
Yes?
Great.
I'm here. I shall.
So he's stuck. That's great. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, Zywolf? Evening.
Yes?
Woof.
I'm here.
Alright.
Indeed.
This already. Alright. Thank God I quick saved just before that. That could have been a big problem. Hey, what's up, Aegis? Yeah, I just reloaded. I hope that doesn't happen a lot. That could be really frustrating. You just got a full party? Nice, man. This is, I'm building my party gradually. But so far, I like these guys, actually. Pretty happy with them.
I shall be discreet.
I'm going to search around here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And then I'm going to rest in this room. Because I have pushed it too far. Let's do it. Yep, so good to see everybody. Okay. Nice, I still have the laborer's resting bonus. Boy, when you rest in an inn and you get that resting bonus, it lasts for a while.
Of course.
It lasts for a while. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't have anything bugged out. Alright, on we go. There's no Minsc and Boo.
Let's keep
True.
quiet.
No Minsc and Boo. It cannot be denied. It really did a good job with how they represent the fall of the fog of war. Oh, hello. There's the bell. Set of bells behind the door which may play a part in opening it. First and last of these tolls is that of the right hand. Does it last until you rest a second time? Because I just rested now. Could be. Alright. 3 bells hang from the stone protrusion. Not protrusion. QA problem, that runs along this wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There's one large bell at the center, flanked by 2 smaller ones. Let's examine the bells. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of a thick iron and look very heavy. Doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. Okay, so right first. Heave at the bell, and it swings back in the other direction. The clapper strikes a low, powerful note against the heavy iron. You feel the ringing in your chest as the sound moves through the ruined halls in a rolling tide. Strange hush falls upon the room, muting the sound of the bells and the eternal drip of damp stone alike. And then a sudden dissonant toll sounds from the bells, so loud and piercing that you're compelled to cover your ears. And then at last, silence once more. Yeah, in other words, I didn't get that right. I thought not. I thought that wouldn't work. All right, so we know that the first and the last is the right hand. Yeah. We know that the first and the last of the tolls is the right hand, which has a distinctive warped tone to it. So we know that.
Indeed.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Doom, doom. Oh, you like Kelgar? No, I was definitely a Minsk and Boo guy. Although Jaheira could be insufferable. Was it Jaheira or was it Dinahir that he protected? I should know this, having just played it again. Was Minsk with Dinahir or was Minsk with Jaheira? I think Jaheira was the one who was really obnoxious, as I recall. Whoops.
I'm here.
Hmm?
I shall.
Let's keep quiet.
I'm here. Indeed. I'm here. I'm
Nice.
here. Indeed.
Alright, sounds good. Night, Xanist. It was Jaheira and Khalid. That's right, that's right. Hey, what's up, Form? What's up, Formath? Got my fill of Bloodborne streaming. Nice, 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 man. Jaheira was the fighter druid. Okay, yeah, Jaheira was a pain in the ass, as I recall. Vermin have scoured these plates, though mold still grows in green-black clumps across the table.
The better part of valor.
That's the bell. You know what I really like about games that really work well like this? Is that it's almost like these are little mini modules, like tabletop sort of side module type of things that you would do. And I love that kind of idea that you just go down, you have this little temple, you'll get experience, you'll get some information, knowledge, and lore, and it's separate from the overall, you know, main sort of thrust of the quest. I like that stuff. And it's not just busy work. It's not like Diablo where you just go down and you're like, kill, 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 loot, 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 but you're actually getting information as well. Hey, Thorg, what's up, man? So how are you liking, for math, how are you liking Bloodborne? I assume if you're a Dark Souls guy, I assume you're liking it quite a bit, I'm guessing. Yep.
I'm here. Of course.
My dog's like, what? Oh.
Hey, of course.
How about you, get up here, please?
Hmm?
I shall. Yes?
Okay. Now. Whoa! Whoa, whoa! Oh my goodness! The glitch is real! Glitchy!
Huh?
Nice. DiGiorno's pizza is very good. Hey, Parker, what's up, man? How was work yesterday? Hello, Hillness. Good to see everyone. The game looks great, but you're a PC gamer. Oh, okay. I thought you were actually playing it, Math. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much yes. How you doing, Hillness? Good to see you guys. Oh,
Yes?
that looks like some rickety
Of course.
stuff that I can deal with. Oh, we got us a library. Peoples, we got us a library. Okay, before I go in there, though.
I'll see what I can find.
Come on, I can't destroy that. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. So there's another way to get in there. From, like, up there. Okay. So let me take care of this room first. Had to take a break to go on the score. Okay, cool. Yeah. Pillars is pretty awesome, man. Monsters of the Deadfire Archipelago. Let's find out about these monsters, shall we? The archipelago winds its way between the Great Eastern Ocean and the Restless Ocean, hundreds of small islands in the midst of the water. Few dare brave its treacherous rapids, and fewer still have returned to tell tale of their adventures through it. Travel between the two oceans is virtually impossible. Great storms hammer any ships foolhardy enough to attempt to navigate, and this alone should be enough to deter anyone from attempting the voyage, as untold ships have gone down, tossed against the rocks. The weather and treacherous rocks are only a precursor to the actual horror of the archipelago, the terrors of the deep. No one knows how many creatures stalk the oceans, waiting for unsuspecting sailors to drift into their waters, but we do know of some. Barbed Ravager, a giant shark that is known to ram passing vessels, trying to knock sailors off the deck and smash a hole in the hull. It has tremendous spines protruding from its side and back that are presumed to be poisonous. The largest sighted Barbed Ravager with survivors was estimated to be almost 30 feet long. Winding Serpent. Smaller around than the Ravager, but potentially longer, the Winding Serpent attacks in small packs, usually 3 to 8. They have long, sharp heads, somewhat reminiscent of a barracuda. Okay. Like the Ravager, they repeatedly slam into the side of a ship, hoping to crack a hole in it or knock someone from the deck. They have also been known to swim to the depths and shoot up out of the ocean, landing on the deck, coiling and winding their way around, snapping up any crew they can before plunging back into the ocean. Okay, that's terrifying. Leviathan. Imagine the largest whale you've ever seen. The Leviathan is at least 10 times that size. By the time a ship sees the Leviathan, it is already too late. As they rise from the depths, the water around them begins to spin and sink, creating a whirlpool. The Leviathan's body surrounds the hapless vessel, preventing escape, and as it goes down, the enormous mouth opens, pulling all aboard to their watery deaths. Great. Pulpavir. All the creatures you've read about in this book are nothing compared to the Pulpavir. Barely the size of a man, what they lack in size and strength they make up for in numbers and terrifying viciousness. Their lower halves are massive tentacles like an octopus or squid, but more numerous. The tentacles are long black whips with suction cups on the underside and small thorny barbs on the top. The sheer number of tentacles gives them frightening speed when walking on land, pulling themselves forward almost as fast as a running horse. Yes, I would say that's terrifying. It's like Cthulhu meets the Zerg. It's pretty bad. It's really, really bad. While they vaguely resemble a human from the waist up, any extended examination proves how wrong that assumption is. Long, stringy black hair falls on the top of their heads to cover a face taken directly from a nightmare. A wide, gaping mouth cuts across the bottom of its head from ear to ear, full of wicked dagger-like teeth. 2 large round eyes are sunken into its head, black as coal, shining with a malevolent fire. A small antenna protrudes from the middle of its forehead, ending in a small nodule that can glow with an eerie blue light. How's that nightmare fuel working, guys? Exactly, Bird. How's that nightmare fuel working? One can imagine a sailor on the deck of a ship at night, looking out across the black water, blood freezing as countless lights appear beneath the surface, rising toward him as the Pulpavirs swarm upward. Because they seem to be more octopus than man, they can collapse in on themselves, fitting into spaces no person should be able to. The smallest crack in a hull, the slightest separation between boards offers them entrance. Someone is having a good time writing this monster. It is not unknown for them to slaughter an entire crew from hold up to deck by infiltrating the ship from underneath. Fortunately, they do not seem to have spread too far outside of the archipelago, but there may come a day when pulpavir attacks become commonplace. That's terrifying. Again, much appreciate the nightmare fuel. Potion of Fleet Feet. This Potion of Fleet Feet. Powers the target with unnatural speed, increasing their movement rate. It's the kind of thing I think you... Oh. Excuse me, you don't have room for it. Alright, well then you're the other guy that needs to be able to get out of a dodge quickly if need be. Alright, and... Admeth Hadrith, Part 2, Rebellion. Someone likes H.P. Lovecraft, right? Right? Monster Manual for only 16 CP, I know, right? Oh, nice, Helness. That's awesome, man. Did it work? That's really cool. So did it work? You guys have a good time? That's a nice thing of you to do, Helness. That's cool. Over the 5 years following his ascension to Gref, Admeth attempted to mend relations with the Glanfithans and bring his land together with theirs. He enacted laws that restricted the taking of new slaves, allowed Glanfithans to buy their fellows out of bondage, and imposed a tax on slave ownership in order to promote the use of free labor. While there was some resistance to these new laws, the Fairkenig's attention to Raidsaras and Admeth's power, backed by the colonists, made it difficult for the Earls to truly resist what was happening. In 2662 AI, in the year of the 10th anniversary of the War of Black Trees, Admeth brought about the end of slavery in the Deerwood. He negotiated a series of treaties with the Glanfithans wherein a timeline was established for the official emancipation of all remaining slaves. This is like Admeth Lincoln right here. Little Abraham Lincoln action. Each owner would receive... Oh god, illness. That sucks, man. Each owner would receive compensation in either land or money based on the number of slaves freed. If they didn't comply, the slaves would be seized and their former masters would suffer a substantial fine. In return for this, the Glanfithans opened trade routes with the Deerwood and allowed Deerwoodans to live in and near areas that had their sacred ruins, but they are under no conditions to enter the ruins. As a final act of goodwill, Admeth freed Galvin Regd, saying he had suffered sufficiently for his actions. The Fairkenig, seeing he was completely out of control in his own palanate, devised a plan to get the supply of ancient artifacts running again. He approached the Earls suffering under Admeth's rule and convinced them to hire agents to raid the ruins. Initially they did so in secret, but they quickly become sloppy. QA. They quickly became sloppy, eventually being caught. Should be became. This breach of the treaties incited Glanfithans again to acts of violence while Admeth researched who was behind it. With help of the Glanfithan leaders, Admeth found evidence that pointed back to the Fairkenig as the source of the raids. That was the beginning of the end for Aedion rule in the Deerwood. Over the next 7 years, Admeth and the Fairkenig maneuvered around each other, playing political, economic, and military games in order to gain the upper hand. In 2668, Admeth declared the Deerwood had had enough. The Fairkenig would no longer be recognized, the Deerwood was now a free entity and would govern itself. This started the War of Defiance, which lasted 5 years. The end result of the war was freedom for the Deerwood, and though Duke Hadrit would never live to see it come to a close, the people of Deerwood consider him the founder of the country nevertheless. I love this law. I love lore. Love it. Oh, cool. What's up, Crawler? I understand, man. Thanks for stopping by anyway, dude. I know the feels, man. I know the feels. Okay.
I shall be discreet.
Yes? Of course.
Hmm? Hmm?
Hey.
What are you doing on me?
I shall.
Hmm?
That could have been a real problem. Because if he falls, he takes an even bigger hit.
Hmm?
I broke contain. You broke contain. More lore. More! What's up, Love Shack? Hey, Demiser. What's up, man? You've been missing Skulder ears. You also missed a difficult moral decision, Demiser. I had a difficult moral decision earlier tonight. Ooh, fine sword. Also, why is that... Wait a minute. Why is that fine sword? Isn't that magical? With a straight edge or double edge, swords are always... Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I guess that just means it's better than your average sword. 15 to 21 slash pierce. Oh, nice. Okay. Base 13 to 18, 12 to 18. Accuracy 1.1. Oh, this is definitely better. Nice. No saber for you.
I'm here.
To his grace, I write to implore. The rest of this letter is crossed out in several places and then abandoned altogether. What's up, Hash Pond? Your tongue will fall in pieces. What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Explosions! There were probably some explosions. It's whether to use provolone or Swiss. That depends on the sandwich, Demiser. If you're having a turkey sandwich, clearly Swiss is the answer. But if you're having a bologna sandwich, bologna, provolone, lettuce, and a little bit of mayo on rye, so good. Yeah, car dealers, yeah.
Laying low.
Laying low, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. La la la, psh. La 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 la, la la la, psh. La 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 la. It's the other side of that room. Again, such good level design. Love it, love it, love it. Mayo's delicious. That's it. That's what's on the sandwich. Bologna, provolone, lettuce, a little bit of mayo, rye. If you want to throw on some avocado for the turkey sandwich, turkey, Swiss, lettuce, a little bit of mayo, and then add some avocado for extra awesome. And again, you can put that on rye or on a roll. Also, sourdough bread works with that as well. If you do that, if you go turkey, Swiss, lettuce, mayo, etc., you can also do a turkey Reuben, which is turkey, coleslaw, Russian dressing on rye. Tremendous. It's a tremendous sandwich. Oh, see, I would eat the lettuce, but not the tomato. Turkey with cheddar. Yeah, cheddar's good. I do like cheddar.
Yes?
I do like cheddar. That is the case. I do.
Keeping an eye out.
I do like me some cheddar. By the way, guys, is the sound and everything okay? Nice. Sound is good, like pretty well matched, hopefully. Lock picked. Still need a rogue, though. Got a hunting bow. That's not really that interesting. Ooh, 2 books. The Great Western Stag, the Book of Verses. One day, Eothas was sitting on a wall watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered small motes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, trying to pin it down. Eothas smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. Game volume can come up a touch? Okay. I will turn the volume up slightly. What's up, Nazar? Yeah, I had to use a console command for that. So much better. I was really bothering me because I'm like, the zoom was like that much. And I'm like, no, I want that kind of zoom. I don't want like this much. So, what's up, Mizu? Good to see you. Let's see. The cat landed on a spot, placing his paws over it only to watch it flit away again. Eothas watched the cat's tail twitch and slap at the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned. Why must you tease him? A voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. I merely bring the dawn, Aethys responded. I don't stoke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it? True, said a second voice, but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt? So philosophical, Hyleia, Aethys said, and turned to greet the two gods that approached him. Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire? He gestured to the wall, inviting Hyleia and Galawain to join him. They sat in silence, watching the cat who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling onto his back. I have created the ultimate prey, Aethys said finally, breaking the silence. It can be tracked, it can be followed, it can be seen, but it can never be caught. Galawain laughed lightly. You don't agree, Galawain? Aethys asked. While it's true that your creation is elusive, it hardly can be considered the ultimate prey because it never can be caught. He paused, his brow furrowed in thought. If that mote of light had substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise it's merely a dream, truly a fruitless endeavor. All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavor. It is the way of mortality. Galawain laughed again. I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality. Now it was Aethys' turn to laugh. You propose turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality. How is this any better? A life spent in the pursuit of an attainable goal far exceeds any other. But you just said no one could catch this creature. This is not attainable. Galawain smiled. Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag, and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, resilience, and tenacity. It will exist solely to be pursued for all its days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunt for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will invoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing in finding it. Hyleia shook her head and threw Galawain a bemused look. I do not believe this is possible. So I too make an offer. To the person who catches this stag, and they will catch the stag, I will bestow upon them its grace, resilience, and tenacity. Thrice blessed they will be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt so they can obtain my boon. Galawain and Hyleia took up arguing whose name would be invoked more when the hunt was on. Aethys sighed, a small smile playing at the edges of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long ago tired of stalking the moats, had fallen asleep beneath the tree. He turned and looked at the other gods deep in debate and sighed again. I merely bring the dawn, he repeated as he made his way down the path. It is up to you to see what I reveal. This is really good writing. This is really, really good writing. I love it. This small volume of verses and psalms is somewhat battered. Oh wait, did I ever play Borderlands? I just finished Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Castle. Holy crap. I'm a large guy, like 6'6" tall, broad shoulders, strong jaws, striking features, etc., etc., etc. So the library patrons were understandably disturbed when I burst into tears for the last 5 minutes of that DLC. That's funny. I've never actually played that part of it. I've only played Borderlands. I played like the first 15 hours or so of Borderlands 1, and then I've seen a lot of Borderlands 2 played, and I may have seen that DLC. I don't remember for sure, but anyway, that's cool though. This small volume of verses and psalms is somewhat battered, suggesting it used to be carried on someone's person. The pages are dog-eared and worn, and the gold threads which form the title of the book have begun to fray. The book tends to open to a particular section where someone has marked a verse with a small blotch of ink. Evening the bright star spoke, and her voice was like a clarion cry calling his soul forth. He knew her for the right hand of the shining god and was afraid. O wanderer, hear me, she spoke. You are known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. That right hand is also what the bell was, so this may be important. He wept, for he knew that his sins lay bare before his great illumination. Then Sargemus spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. Harmkey knelt before them then, resolved to save himself, and asked what he must do. And Modagun spoke. Her voice was like the songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. What darkness lies within you, you must cast into his light. Your sins will be burned from you until you are newly formed, reborn into his keeping. So spoke Modagund, but Idnung warned him, saying, You have walked all these years into darkness, and must now return. You will find the path like treading fire, and at every step you'll be tempted to turn away. But no harm will come to you if you keep your faith. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Mr. 50 Cal? Welcome in, guy. What's up, man? Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so this is the clue to the bells, guys. So the right hand speaks first and last, and we got that from the other clue. So whenever we can figure out which bell is which, the right hand goes first, Then Sargamus, which is another bell, goes second. Modagund, which is the other bell, goes third. And then the right-hand bell sounds again. So there's 4 tolls, and it's 1, then the other 2, and then the first one again. So that is super useful, actually. I'm going to keep that out here. I absolutely adore this. I love everything about this. This whole, like, section is turning my crank. I love it. Absolutely love it. Actually, we can probably... Alright, let's do that.
I'll see what I can find.
I like how he's in the middle of the fight and he's just like, huh! Nice. Nice. What are you trying to say, Demizer? What are you trying to say? Good to see everyone, by the way, in chat. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to day 2 of Pillars of Eternity. If you folks are new here, my name is Arvin Elleron, Spider Venom Sec. Model venom gland of a spider bulging with deadly fluids. I play all sorts of different games, but I tend to focus on story and narrative-based games because I am a writer myself and also a professor who teaches this stuff and writes it. So... I tend to focus on games like that. So a lot of RPGs, a lot of games of this sort. I also do Fighting Fantasy Gamebook series with my chat where you guys become the players. And I do Dungeons & Dragons periodically with a group of other streamers. At the moment we're doing Icewind Dale. We'll be doing the next day of that, day 6 tomorrow. And then when we're done with Icewind Dale, we'll be going back to pen and paper and we will be playing Horde of the Dragon Queen, which I am super pumped up for to play as well. So if any, we also do a lot of interviews on this channel as well. So if any of that sounds interesting to you and you are new to the channel, please make sure to give the channel a follow and please spread the word because we're trying to move things towards partnership. And thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks, Bird. Working on it, man. Working on it. What has happened in the game so far? That's sort of, well, you know what it is, Mizu? I said before, I read out this biography. And actually, let me, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to read the whole biography, but I will pull it open and I'll sort of see if I can hit the highlights. So, I originally, my character, who's an Elven Ranger, hails from Deadfire Archipelago, and I chose to live on the frontier, and a day of vicious violent pillaging by raiders left me mangled without a home. So I traveled to Gilded Vale, this village, because it was told that I could, like, settle down there. I fell ill when I was traveling with a caravan that was bound for Gilded Vale, and then when I went out to sort of find these berries to make myself, to heal me, when I got back, the caravan had been ambushed and destroyed by these guys called the Glanfithins that were pissed off that we were near their sacred ruins. So I killed them, then this Beowick, which is this wind that can shear your soul from your body, started to blow. I got into these dungeon ruins, these ruins of this place right nearby. When I came out on the other side of those ruins, there was this strange dude with a bunch of, like, what looked like cultists around this strange machine. And he basically told them to sacrifice themselves to the machine. They all turned into ash. I was knocked unconscious. When I came to, my companions were both killed, and I was left with the ability to speak to ghosts. And so according to people that I found in the Gilded Vale, I am now a Watcher is the term for me. And so the overall main quest is that I'm now, because the Gilded Vale is not letting me stay there for a variety of reasons. And so I'm now going to try to find, once I get done with this temple and stuff, I've got to try to find this other dude who was a Watcher already so he can explain a little bit about what's involved. So that is the quick and dirty summary. Other stuff happened as well, but that's sort of those are the basics.
I'll see what I can find.
Knocked down. I love the fact, too, that, like, some of these fights, I don't have to micromanage every fight, but some big fights I do. The red-brown smears flake away under the toe of your boot. So some of the fights I have to micromanage, but not all of them, and I love that. It's, like, just the right balance, it feels like to me. No problem, Mizu.
I shall.
My pleasure.
Keeping an eye out.
And what this particular place is, by the way, is this is the Temple of Aethys, which is this broken-down temple that... Gilded Vale, which is that village I told you about that I came to. This guy, Lord Rhetoric, is basically this super severe guy, sort of a semi-evil guy who's been doing all this terrible stuff. And so he basically sent his soldiers down into this temple and killed a bunch of the priests down here because he thought the priests were responsible for this curse that had fallen on the village. And so when I went down here, I just went down here to explore, and this guy was sort of lying injured at the front of the temple, and he said he had come in to basically remove the priest's remains so they could get a proper burial. So I agreed to do it, and now I'm basically exploring through this temple. So next Icewind Dale session is tomorrow, Hillness, if all goes well. 4 of us are committed. 2 people can't make it. We think we're still going to play Icewind Dale tomorrow, but it'll either be Icewind Dale or me playing this. So. Shh. The nearby crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. As you look on, the air shimmers as if with summer heat. See, this is my ability as a watcher to do this. The very dust and air seem to pull together until a thin, glowing mist appears before you. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Who are you? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and the next moment you are somewhere else. Your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. Yeah, no, exactly. I just went down there to explore. You were in the chapter hall. Oh, this is going to be another clue about the bells. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for the podium lit from behind. 2 people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice so ragged with fear you cannot understand what he says, but the rectrix stands calm, unmoved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. The spirit tears itself from you with sudden dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar, swaying. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared.
Laying low.
Face the statue's head, most of its features struck off along with portions of its hands.
You might find this interesting.
Ha-ha! Look at that. Yeah, potion of spirit shield, bloodstone, and 6 silver fenning. Yeah, which is each worth 6 copper. Booyah. Nice. Surrounds the caster with a shield of spirit energy, granting an increased damage reduction and a concentration bonus. Plus 3 damage, plus 30 concentration. That is going to my mage. Like, pronto. That is yours, mage. That's what's going on there. Nice. Cool. Alright. So that's cool. I still don't have all the information I need about those bells, though. There are these 4 bells over here that I need to ring to make this door open. And so far, what I know about them is I know that... quests. I know about them that the first and last is of the right hand. And I know from one of the things that I found... specifically this thing, I know what I found, that the right hand, Edenung, the bright star, he speaks, that bell gets rung first. and then Sargamas is one of the other bells. Modagund is one of the other bells, and then Edenung, which is that right hand bell, right hand in quotes bell, gets rung again. So there's 4 bells that the bells are rung 4 times, and it's one bell that's rung at the beginning and the end, and the other 2 bells in the middle. I just don't know which bell is which though, and that's what I'm trying to figure out to get through that door. So, and I wish to reiterate for the record that I am absolutely loving this. I love this temple. It's not annoying. It's not tedious. It's just really, really well paced. Really well paced. Shh. Mm-hmm. Nice. Shh. Wait a second. Let's save it first. Last time I hit one of those, I was trapped.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, strike. Initiate's note. What's the initiate's note say? I don't really understand what clicking brings it to the stash and what doesn't, but this parchment is relatively intact, but the ink upon it is faded. You can make it a few patches of careful, tidy script. Visitors to the ritual floor. Retrix Obrica says, redemption for even these. Forgot and struck the largest bell first rather than second. Ah! Haha! Okay. So the largest bell first rather than second. So that means that the second bell, because we know that the second bell, we know that the bell to go second is... Okay. We know that the second bell is Sargamas. We know the second bell is Sargamas, and the largest bell, which is the middle one. So the middle one is Sargamas. So one of the other 2 is the right hand. Yes, and another camping supply. Love it. Love it.
Indeed.
All right. Thank you for the follow, Wolf5. Welcome to the Arvanauts. Welcome to the Arvanauts and welcome in. And I'm now wondering, actually... Let's get rid of that. I'm actually wondering now whether I missed something when I came in here the first time, so I'm going to go back. I want to see if there's something in here that will give me... What the hell was that? On this altar. This time of hardship. Maybe not. Welcome in, Wolf. Can I get a Wolf 5 new follower? Please, from my wonderful mod / regular / Arvanaut community. Alright. Well, let's go back up to the bell then. You can ring my bell. Ring this bell, ring this bell. Hey, what's up, Red State? Can I get a new follower for Wolf 5 from somebody? Please. Thank you, Sniper. Thanks, dude. Okay, so we know for a fact. What's up, Red State? I'm doing well, man. This game's great, dude. Thanks, Miser. All of a sudden, everyone's like, okay. All right, so here's what we know. It's logic puzzle time, people. So we know this one in the middle is, largest bell first. The largest bell needs to be rung second, which means that the largest bell is Sargamas. So that means that one of the other ones is the first one. So I'm going to guess that the right bell is the right hand one. So the right smaller bell gets rung first. Then the middle larger bell. Then the left smaller bell. And the right smaller bell. The chime rings through the ruins. There's a quiet, melodic chime from all 3 bells before their discordant voices meet in one powerful rising rush of sound. It seems to fill the whole of the temple, a driving flood of song that drowns all other thought. As the tolling fades, you hear a creak from the direction of the doors as the passage to the lower level swings open. Kapow! Where's my XP? Come on now, give me some experience. You gotta love that. Come on, man, that was badass. Oh, no problem. Yeah, no, anybody can do it. I feel such power. By the power of Grayskull. Listen, you guys do not know He-Man unless you ever played the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe in television game, which I have played. I used to have it. And I even have it in television here. I don't think I have the He-Man game, though, anymore. But yeah. That's how you know you got He-Man cred, people.
I'll see what I can find.
Hacked. Rigged. Oh. The next level. Okay, now this lower level is where the bodies of the priests supposedly are. So. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh boy. Another big level.
Laying low.
Party gained 465 experience. Okay. How am I doing on experience? 450, 70. Oh, he's pretty close to leveling. He's pretty close to leveling. And he's a little farther from leveling, but... Actually, wait a second. No, actually, I take that back. He's farther from leveling than I thought. I read that as 5,000 that was the limit. My bad. Exactly. Mumra, the ever-living. What's up, X-Man? You had He-Man and Battle Cat figures? No, as a kid, yeah. I was not a big He-Man guy. I was much more of a Voltron. Voltron was where it was at. Not the stupid car Voltron. The Lion Voltron. That's where it was at. And, of course, Transformers. Also Mask. And Silverhawks and Thundercats, obviously. Now, I have to say, Thundercats has not aged well, except... The Thundercats Ho thing is still badass. That remains badass. Like, even to this day. It's still awesome. But the rest of the show is not really sort of held together. Did anyone have the really crappy knockoff Transformers called the GoBots? You guys remember that? It really does, Mizu. Yeah, it really does. That's what Obsidian is good at. She-Ra. Well, it was the same deal as the Thunderhawks, basically. Strange looking back. All the time I spent here growing up, never seeing what was coming. Actually, wait a second. I haven't talked to you yet. Time to talk to you guys. Tell me about Ader. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Ader as home. We've thousands of years of history and traditions behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to address to the Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. Check it and see. I've got a fever of 103. Okay, sorry. More attentive to insult than to duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. Oh, Thundercats, so good. GoBots were crappy Transformers. Yes, they were. I actually had the bad guy, like the leader of the bad guy, GoBots. And it was, the bad guy was this, like, mustached dude who transformed into the space shuttle. It was so stupid. Like, if you look at Transformers, you're like, Megatron transforms into a gun. You're like, oh, snap. The GoBot bad guy transforms into the space shuttle. You're like, really? Really? But, people here, let's see, blah, blah, blah. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself, anyway. How long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that had been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge here. And as far as I'm concerned, any place is better than Gilded Vale. No offense. Alright, let me talk to you.
Hey.
Hey. I hope that old Watcher's still there. It's been years since I heard anything about them. What is it you want to ask this Watcher in Caed Nua? Just some things about the past. About the war. Yeah, but if space shuttles, but it's not. Demiser, he looked like Inspector Clouseau as the bad guy. Like, it just was not. No. I've been thinking I missed my chance to find out what I wanted to know. That old Watcher, though, he opens up some new possibilities. I was wondering about Aethys.
Makes two of us.
What is there to know about Aethys?
If you're looking to find religion, maybe you want to start with a god that hasn't been burned to dust, but I won't stop you.
I don't really understand in this game what stuff got voiced over and what didn't, because like half of it seems to be voiced over and then half randomly just stops being voiced over. It's a little strange.
Aethys, he was a young man with a silver crown.
Yep.
Carried a candle around with him. Sounds like I'm giving a bad eulogy here.
Exactly, mister. Yep. He was... Well, there was a lot of different things. See, now why is this not voiced? He was a lot of different things to different people, I guess. Rebirth, redemption, light. Out in the country, he's Gone, the farmer who helps all things pass, seasons and people both. I think I have Gone. I had the Gone, like, token or whatever. He watches over the weak, does Gone. Sees imbalances made right. You could see why all the copperless rowdies round here might take a liking to someone like that. He was real popular here for a time. These days, you won't find too many worshipping Aethys in the open. It's hard to know who still does it in private and who's given up. Feels like I'm the last one sometimes. If that's the case, he deserves all the mourning. Do you still worship Aethys?
In my way. I don't suppose he expects me to show up at his temple these days. Not much left to do for him other than keep his memory alive and keep hoping that he's just been playing a joke on all of us these past 15 years.
As far as I know, he hasn't said anything to anybody since the Godhammer detonated. The detonation of the Godhammer. Why worship him then? Well, if it turns out he's not dead and I gave up on him, I'd have betrayed my god twice. Even the god of redemption's gotta have standards. I'd probably be reborn as a Fatimoa's horse. That's not really it, though. Not all of it, anyway. Guess it's more I still believe in the things he believed in. I just hope his death doesn't mean the death of those things as well. Sometimes it looks that way. Why did you choose to worship Aethys in the beginning?
Raised that way. My family's been Aethasian going way back. Suppose it wasn't much of a choice at first. Don't know for sure why my family started worshiping him. Probably because of Gone looking after folks like us.
Could just as well be that my ancestor did something so bad only Aethys could forgive. It'd explain a lot about where I got some of my less respectable traits. Did you only worship him because that's how you raised?
There was something I genuinely liked about Aethys. Always. Like he understood people better than the other gods. Knew all our flaws and weaknesses and accepted us for that. Folks are at their worst when they're afraid. A god like Aethys, he made you realize there was nothing to fear. Made you a better person. Of course, he goes away for a few years, and look what happens.
What made you think Waidwen didn't speak for Aethys?
Was his actions. Not when he started his rebellion, and not even when he took over Rhaed Saris. It was when he sent his armies into Dyrwood.
Up to that point, he was sticking up for his people. That's what Aethys does, at least the Gone part of him. Those farmers were starving and their government didn't lift a finger. I figured if it wasn't Aethys himself, at least he had the right idea. But then he sent armies across the border, even crossed it himself in the end. Word was he was chasing refugees that escaped the rebellion. Wanted to punish them and punish us for allowing them to live here. That just didn't fit for me. Those are the deeds of a vengeful god, Skane or Wodika maybe. Or just a man who'd lost his sense. I still have trouble believing it, but there's no one left to ask if it's true. Tell me about the purges.
You sure you don't want to talk about something more pleasant? Like the War of Black Trees or the Legacy or something?
It's eye-opening seeing just how naked you are when you've got no god to protect you. The Saints' War was a hard time to be a Dyrwoodan. People thought it was the end times. They talked big about how we were going to defeat a god, but I don't think there was a man from here to the White March didn't think he was going to die. It does something to you, thinking you're going to die at someone else's hands. There's a rage that comes, indignation. Imagine a whole country full of that. Might have been Coldmorn that started it, town near the border. They let Waidwen march right on through. Rest of Dyrwood cursed their names till the end of the war. Some say it was the Aethasians there, but they persuaded the town not to oppose the army. Others said it was just cowardice. It was like the Legacy that way. No one knew the real reasons, they just picked whichever one best suited what they wanted to believe. Either way, that town was burning before the first ashes of Aethys hit the ground, and it felt good to the people here to be in control after being so helpless. So the fire spread. A lot of us Aethasians went the way of our god. There were claims from the Church of Magron that she'd actually commanded the purges. I found that hard to believe. Sounded to me like people doing what they wanted, wrapping their god around it like she was a cloak. Then again, that's what I thought about Waidwen.
What's on your mind?
Well, that's something about you. What did you do before this?
Oh, other than the war, I never strayed too far from where you found me. Farming, mostly. I was never much for cities. Never learned a trade. In my younger days, I thought I was going to go preach the word of Aethys. Just in our temple there. My parents encouraged it. I made so much trouble for them growing up. They used to say it'd be best if I got in good with the God of Redemption. Of course, us blowing him up probably didn't help my chances there. But if anybody'd forgive you for blowing him up, it'd be Aethys.
Did the people of Gilded Vale really try to kill you?
They, they did. It was strange timing, because we just won the war. They celebrated when I came home. There was music and dancing. Trumbull used half his grain making this big honey cake. I still dream about that cake. Like having the best lover of your life, but only for one night. And they were all sorry to hear about my brother.
Interesting analogy.
Took a while for word of the purges to reach us. Aethasians being murdered in the streets. Cold Morn and the like. No way would they let something like that happen in Gilded Vale. That's what they all said. But the weeks went by and the purges spread. Pretty soon they weren't so sure my brother fought for Deerwood. And they weren't so sure I did. Caught me by surprise after all the celebrating. Should have seen it coming after the tailor said he was gonna fit me for some new clothes, but then all he wanted was my neck measurement.
Really?
Nah, not that last part.
Eh.
But you had to think about it. Says a lot about the place I've been calling home all these years.
Why did you stay for so long in a town that hated you?
Well, I'm sure my parents are still wondering the same thing. The Aethasian purges were like this madness had come over the town.
Oh, for sure,
Like a
Thorg, yeah.
disease. Seems like when you see something like that, your
Some of it,
instinct
anyway.
is to wait for it to pass, even when you know it probably won't. The family whose farm I worked on, they had a little Hollowborn girl. And they heard the Animancers had this cure, Salvation it was called. They went running. This Salvation, they were putting animal souls in children. You might have heard about it. Giving them enough personality to care for themselves.
That's troubling.
You can guess how that turned out. Matter of time, the children broke down. Became wild things. Monsters.
It's kind of scary. The cat's unimpressed with your bass playing.
Anyway, these farmers put the family dog's soul in their little girl. For a while, the girl, she's making eye contact.
Oh
she's
my God,
feeding herself,
Thorg.
albeit in a kind of messy way.
What kind of game do they
And
think
one
this
day
is?
she snaps. They found her gnawing on her brother's bones. Had to chain her up, put her in a cow pen. Well, the mother, she wouldn't have anything to do with the girl after that. But the father, he'd visit every day. Feed her chickens, toss water on her once in a while to get the dirt off. Most of the village, they'd whisper about him. Poor man, they'd say. Sick with grief.
This is a terrible story.
He was
I mean, not
just
like
waiting
badly
for his
written, I mean, like,
daughter to
just
look up
sad.
one day and recognize her papa. He was waiting for her to get better. Didn't understand that at the time, of course, but these days I think about him a lot.
Wow. Do you have any family? Just my parents now. They took a ship back to Ader when the purges started. Wanted me to go with them, but I didn't see things like they did. Been a long time since I've seen them. I really should visit, but for some reason I haven't much felt like leaving home. Good thing they chased me out, or I might never have left.
What's on your mind?
Okay. I wanted to do that periodically because I hadn't spoken to them, so I wanted to get a little bit of info. Alright, good night, Helmus. Yeah, I mean, what kind of game do they think this is? If they think there's too much dialogue, is like, hello? What are we doing on time here? Okay. We'll play for another 10 minutes and then take a break, and then we'll play. I'm planning to play tonight until about maybe 1:30 or so.
Let's keep quiet.
Don't have any good... Whoa, God, what is that? Shadow. The Shadow knows. Is it secret? Is it safe?
I'm here. Of course.
It's not working!
Why do you keep saying that it's not working? I feel like that's bugged because it is working.
Onward!
Yes? Indeed.
Nice work. Well done. Alright, night top. Cool, cool.
Easy now.
Sound of... Oh, God.
I shall.
It's not working!
Yes? I'm here.
How may I help? Lava beyond seek.
Wow. 610 damage? Whoa! I was not even paying attention. All of a sudden, I'm like looking at the thing. I'm like, what? He just not. Wait. Wait a minute. He just knocked down the shadow. He just knocked down the shadow. I totally missed that when the shadow jumped behind me. But what the hell is that?
I'm here.
All right.
Curses!
Hey,
I shall.
All right. That was a little
I'm
creepy.
here.
Tripping an incorporeal creature seems legit. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, I see it. Seems rational.
Easy now.
God damn it. All right. Outstanding. Nice. One shot, one kill. That's great. That's great. Well, blam!
Yes? Of course.
So we'll get the hell out of Dodge. First of all, I so need a rogue.
I shall.
I'll see what I can find.
Ow. I'm fine. Minor Ring of Deflection. Scroll of Tanglefoot. It's a tarp. Also, I don't need that anymore. I don't believe. Alright, Ring of Deflection. Let's pull that up there. This thing. Alright. Let's see. Scroll of Tanglefoot. Two scrolls of Tanglefoot. Okay. Deflection plus 5. I've already got deflection on him, right? Now you got some serious deflection. Serious. Oh, suppressed? Because you can... It doesn't stack. Okay. Alright, well. Glad I checked that then. Fine, then I will put that on him. Ah. Alright, minor ring of deflection. Minor ring of deflection. Okay, cool. You certainly didn't. Welcome back, Apples.
Hmm? Indeed.
Okay. Is this thing trapped also?
Yes? Of course.
Hey.
I need a rogue. Need a rogue. Mechanics 1. Mechanics 2. Oh.
Yes?
Haha. A fine Estek. Long two-handed swords, easily distinguished from greatswords by their narrow, spike-shaped blades. Esteks are not commonly used by warriors in the Deerwood, but their value against heavily armored opponents is undisputed. That's nice. My guys do not use two-handers. However, we'll still happily take it. You said you
Yes.
didn't fall asleep. Oh no,
shall.
and you said it in such a, you know, and in such a believable way, Apples. Like, it seemed completely I mean, I totally bought it, you know? I totally believed you when you said that. I was right with you the whole time, my friend. Totally bought it.
I shall be discreet.
I shall be discreet. Little more discreet.
Hmm? Yes? It's not working! Yes?
Hey.
Dat knockdown, though. Totally 100% true. Absolutely positively true. What's up, Batty? Hey. What's up, Law?
I'm here.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, man.
The better part of valor.
The better part of valor. That doesn't look ominous.
Hmm? Of course. It's not working!
Oh, God.
I'm here.
Oh, no. That is a lot of shadows.
How may I help?
You may help by bringing in some spells. The time has come for your spells.
Lava.
Hey.
Night Law. See you, man. Okay, let's go with this.
Hey.
Knockdown to this. My wolf is in big
How
trouble.
may I help? Hi?
Okay. God damn it.
Yes?
No, no. How about we not hit the guy?
Lava
Good.
beyond seek. Yes? Onward! I'm here.
Wounded shot. That was kind of dumb.
Charge!
I didn't suppose we could rest a spell.
That was a little close. Wish my wolf was not dying quite as much. When I level up, I may see about getting him a passive defense bonus. I mean, thank God I got Eider in here, because if I didn't have Eider in here, I would be in a bad way at the moment. This place also does not look at all ominous.
Easy now. Yes? Indeed. What's
Trap.
this?
Yes. Yes. Trap disarmed. Yes. Okay. Brigadine, heavy armor. Dart trap. Oh, and I got to keep the trap? Nice. I will take that trap. Alright, now the Brigadine, as opposed to Brigadoon. Oh, not you. You. There we go. Saints War Armor. Let's see. Proofed. +3 damage reduction. Grants second chance. Recovery speed minus 35%. That's better damage reduction, that Brigadine, but the problem is minus 50% is not great. And the Saints War Armor already has an extra +3 damage reduction to pierce. So I think I'm going to keep the Brigadine off him, but it's close, though. It's definitely close. Alright. This is going to be trapped.
I'm wounded.
Yep. It's a pal. Oh.
Yes?
This is why you quick save, people. Hey, what's up, Royx? This is why you quick save. Okay.
I shall.
I'm gonna get out of the room.
I shall.
Keeping an eye out.
Only thing I'm messing down here is a rogue. Definitely could have used a rogue. Ow. I think I dodged that. Cloak of an Eothasian priest. Will +10. Really? Let's see. Capes and cloaks can be worn for protection. Many are woven into spells. Blah, 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 blah. +10 will. Cloak is embroidered with the sunburst emblem of Aethys. Okay, well, I'm not taking that off. Yeah, with all respect to Cloak of the Obsidian Order, it's not as good as this. I don't know why it's red and it looks green, though. It's a little bizarre, but it's alright. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Whoa. No light? Oh, God.
Curses!
Ow.
I'm here.
Gonna have to take it. Damn it.
Yes?
Hey.
How may I help?
Hey.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Woo! Oh, man. I was too busy looting to notice. That's exactly right. Too busy looting. Alright, well. He said no light. Like, alright, well.
I'm here, of course.
There's some light. What if he was attacking me because I had the Aothesian thing on? Like he imagined me to be a priest? Or just because I was stealing his crap? Either one would have been legitimate reasons. Okay, take care of this last fight and we'll do our break.
I'm here. Indeed. It's not working!
Yes, it is working. Stop saying that.
I'm here. Yes?
Hey.
Yes?
Okay, cool. My wolf handled that alright. My wolf was fine.
I shall.
My wolf had no problems. Okay. Good, 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 good. That was if I went that way. Didn't I went this way. Still got 3 camping supplies, if I'm not mistaken, so that's good. Okay, cool. All right, folks, we are going to take my break here. I'm planning to play till about 1:30, but I do want to take a little bit of a break and you know, go to the bathroom, refill my water bottle, and so on. If you guys like what you've seen and hearing, please make sure to give the channel a follow. I'm loving this game. I told you I would. I thought it was really sweet. When I played at Gen Con, and I am really enjoying the heck out of it. So I hope you're enjoying it too. And if you like what you see and hear, I hope you will give the channel a follow. I will be back at you. It's 12:10 right now, so I'll be back at you at 12:20. So go get up, go to the bathroom, get a drink, etc., etc. And I will catch all of you wonderful people here in about 10 minutes. Hang tight.
In the spaces of my broken dreams, my soul sits high and proud. O'er the ground with graves of kings and queens, I'm calling long and loud. Here was the castle of my grand old reign. Here was the fortress of my love. This empty ruin sits in falling rain. It's all been blasted from a haven't sucked the sadness in me yet, yeah, but I tell you that it won't be long, long before I felt a wealth of good inside, surplus of happiness to give, but bitterness now has that good denied, spitting it out helps me to live. And all my past was just a show, and as good as it's been, oh, that's the last of it, I'll know. If everything I was going to be lost, why would I risk myself
All right. I hate to interrupt 5-minute D&D. I mean, you know, it's 5-minute D&D. I hate to jump in, you know, but I'm just scrolling up. Loot Chickmunk. Really, you looted a chipmunk? Backstab the chipmunk? Oh my god. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Yes, I hate to interrupt 5-minute D&D. I know. Well, hurry it up. Get to the river monster. Get to the river monster then. It's always the finish that are the finishes are always the best. I love you, Deviser. Cracks me up. I love 5-minute D&D. Yeah, right, exactly. You won't be laughing when the chipmunk boss is there. All right, welcome back, everybody.
Easy now.
Welcome back from the break. Wow. That escalated quickly. And then I guess it de-escalated quickly. Hey-o! Good times, good times. Right. I notice we'll just clear this out. Right, okay, so it doesn't make any difference. Alright. Good. Lovely. I like not having anything extra left over that I may have missed before. Hey, what's up, Wyval? I love those Demiser, I really do. Oh, hey. Hey-oh. Wait, didn't I? Guess I didn't go all the way down there.
I'm here. Yes? It's not working!
Thing is starting to become irritating. Ah, I heard somebody. It sounded like someone just leveled up.
I don't suppose we could rest a spell.
Anybody level up? No, not so much.
I'm here.
Yeah, Demiser, I would argue that no one actually has what we have on this channel as far as that's concerned. No one does 5-minute D&D. I keep forgetting you don't get any experience for killing things. You know, I sort of like that idea of not, you know, not killing things not being worth XP. But there's a part of me also that's kind of like, really? Like, you don't learn anything from it? I mean, like, I understand that it stops grinding. That certainly is true.
Quiet.
But I don't know, man. That doesn't look like an obvious trap. So there you go. You know what? I don't know, Mizu, and it's annoying. I assume it's some kind of a bug because it's supposed to say that when it's literally not working, but it is. When you mark an enemy, it is doing what it's supposed to do. It does mark them, and it shows that it's marked.
It's not working!
See, it's not working. Look. Marked prey. So it is working. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, and a phantom, too. All right, everybody get out. Everybody get out. Everybody out.
All right, then.
Okay. Now.
Yes?
Not you. Okay, good. Nice. That's what I wanted.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now.
Yours.
There we go.
Hey. Hi? Hey.
Okay.
Hi?
Wounding shot. You're out of everything, are you really? Tanglefoot is clearly not going to work on these creatures. There you go. You keep them behind that door. Yep, exactly what we're doing. Oh, really, Demiser? Okay, okay. I really am alone in a locker room talking to myself. Yeah, yeah.